The click of your suitcase latches signals relief you're finally home. You expect to unpack souvenirs and memories, but something feels off. Your belongings are disturbed and a stark white TSA notice of baggage inspection sits atop your things. Dread sets in as you realize something valuable is missing. The notice offers no explanation, just a sterile statement that your bag was searched for security. Each year, millions of bags are opened by TSA, often outside the owner's presence. For many, this transforms the joy of travel into a stressful ordeal. You're left powerless, piecing together what happened while your luggage was out of sight. Was your item confiscated, misplaced, or stolen? The notice doesn't say. There's no receipt, no list of what was taken, just ambiguity. This is the start of a long, often fruitless journey to recover what's lost. For countless travelers, this unsettling welcome home is just the beginning. The trust you placed in the system feels broken, replaced by suspicion. The initial shock quickly gives way to frustration and unanswered questions. And so begins the bureaucratic nightmare of trying to get answers. Once you hand over your checked bag, it vanishes into a hidden world of scanners and security. If flagged, a TSA officer opens your luggage, often breaking non-TSA locks, without you present. Officers search for prohibited items, but with the volume of bags, care can be lacking. Clothes are hastily searched, fragile items handled roughly. In this unseen moment, things can be damaged, misplaced, or go missing. You're not called to witness or explain. If something's removed, you're not told what or why. The inspection notice is the only communication, and it lists nothing. You discover the loss only after you're far from the airport. This lack of transparency makes it nearly impossible to get answers. The system prioritizes speed over accountability, leaving travelers vulnerable. Without oversight, legitimate confiscation can blur with loss or theft. Many are left feeling like victims, not protected passengers. What happens to items removed from your luggage? It depends on the item and the airport. Most confiscated items, like liquids, pocket knives, or food, are simply thrown away. Dangerous items, such as weapons, are handed to law enforcement and never returned. The TSA's focus is security, not property management, so most items are never reclaimed. There's no unified process or clear path for recovery. Travelers are often directed to lost and found but rarely find their belongings. Once an item is removed, the TSA's responsibility ends. The result, a sense of loss and frustration for travelers. The system is opaque, and your property often vanishes without a trace. For most, the journey to recover a confiscated item ends before it even begins. Many confiscated or unclaimed items don't end up in the trash. They're sold at government auctions. State agencies collect these goods, bundle them, and sell them to the highest bidder after a waiting period. Laptops, cameras, jewelry, and more are auctioned off, turning personal loss into public commerce. For travelers, it's upsetting to know their valuables might be sold to strangers. High-end electronics and jewelry are common at these auctions. If not claimed in time, your forgotten device or ring is gone for good. Some items, like replica weapons, are used for TSA training. The journey of a confiscated item is one way. Once taken, it rarely returns. Whether destined for landfill, auction, or training, your property is out of reach. The system profits from what travelers lose, with little regard for sentimental value. A moment of distraction can lead to permanent loss. Lost items at airport security aren't just things, they're memories and connections. Some travelers lose irreplaceable items like a loved one's ashes or military medals. Family heirlooms and sentimental treasures vanish, leaving a void that can't be filled. International checkpoints can be even harsher, with stricter, confusing rules and language barriers. The sense of helplessness is profound, there's often no appeal. Even replaceable items can cause trauma, especially if it's medication or something essential. Theft by airport staff, though rare, does happen, compounding the loss. The violation of trust is deep. We expect our bags to be handled with care. When that trust is broken, it undermines confidence in the travel system. The emotional toll lingers long after the trip ends. For many, the loss is more than financial, it's personal. The fear of loss adds anxiety to every future journey. If you discover something missing, you can file a claim with the TSA. The process requires detailed information and proof the item was in your bag. Without photos or receipts, it's your word against theirs. The burden of proof is on you, and most claims are denied for lack of evidence. Even with proof, the process is slow and frustrating, often taking months. Many give up, exhausted by bureaucracy. The number of successful claims is tiny compared to complaints filed. The TSA can deny claims for many reasons, including blaming the airline. For travelers, it often feels like a dead end. The system meant to protect you rarely delivers justice or restitution. You're not powerless. There are steps to protect your belongings. Never pack valuables in checked luggage. Keep jewelry, electronics, cash, and medication in your carry-on. Take photos of your packed suitcase for evidence if something goes missing. Label electronics with your name and contact info for easier recovery. Know the rules, check TSA and destination country guidelines before you fly. Research can prevent confiscation of prohibited items, especially abroad. Use TSA-approved locks to avoid damage to your suitcase. Make your bag distinctive with ribbons or tags to deter theft and aid identification. Share these tips with fellow travelers to help everyone stay safer. Travel should be about discovery, not loss. A few precautions can shield your valuables from risk. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and enjoy your journey. The more we know, the safer we all are.